When I was born, I was so beautiful, I made the local news. Before I was even a year old, wealthy families kept showing up at my parents' door joking, half serious about arranging my future marriage. When the 100th boy landed in the hospital, after fighting over me, my parents finally gave up and moved us away. After that, my mom used expensive makeup to hide what I really looked like. That was how I finally got to live like a normal person. And for the first time, I also got to feel what the world was like. Once when I was called ugly and locked in an abandoned classroom, Ethan Cole climbed in through the window, grabbed my hand, and said with complete seriousness, "Ava Bennett, looks do not define a person. You are you. That is enough." My heart slammed hard against my chest. I fell for him. I worked incredibly hard and got into the same college he did. The day I got my acceptance letter, I was clutching it so tightly. My palms were sweating, ready to confess to him. But he spoke first. "Ava, be my girlfriend." For the next few years, I had a boyfriend who was handsome, attentive, and sweet. Until the party. During a game of truth or dare, Ethan got picked for a challenge. Dump a bucket of ice water over one person sitting next to him. The two choices were me or the campus beauty queen Chloe Hayes. He chose me. The moment the freezing water crashed over my head, my heart went cold too. The freezing water dripped down to my toes. I shivered. Someone yelled, "Takes a real hero, man." Chloe is the face of our school. Better his own girlfriend suffer than the prettiest girl on campus. Seriously, who would want to dump ice water on Chloe? If she gets sick and ends up in the hospital, we will not get to see her for days. None of the other girls on campus can even compare. Chloe curled her lips, enjoying every second of the attention, like it was her birthright. Summono shoved a microphone toward Ethan and joked, "Mr. Cole, what exactly was going through your head?" He brushed it off. "I picked Ava because Chloe has a cold." Then he walked over to me, dried my face with a towel, and draped his jacket over my shoulders. My makeup did not budge. My wet hair clung to my scalp. I looked awful. A few people had already started laughing. Some girls who never liked me took their chance. "Ethan, seriously, why are you even dating Ava? You two do not match at all." Everyone thought I was beneath him. I had heard that kind of thing ever since we started dating. Usually Ethan would shut them down immediately, face dark, voice cold, telling them to take it back. Then he would comfort me and say he did not care what anyone thought. But this time he did not argue. Chloe was looking at him, and out of the corner of his eye he was looking back at her. Something sour twisted in my chest. I reached for his hand and held it tightly. He shook me off on instinct. I stared at him stunned. He seemed to realize what he had done and quickly grabbed my hand again, but his gaze flickered away. Then someone suddenly called out, "Shit, Chloe drank too much. Ethan, you are the only one here with a car. Can you drive her home?" "Sure." Not a second of hesitation. Then he turned to me. "Ava, you can go home by yourself. Chloe is not safe enough alone." "Ava Bennett, what, you cannot find your way home without your boyfriend?" I opened my mouth but nothing came out. My chest felt packed with wet cement. Ethan had never let me leave alone at night before. He always said it was not safe for a girl to go home by herself after dark. Even if it was just a short walk, he would always escort me. I gripped his hand harder. "Ethan, I was about to say I could go with him to drop Chloe off." But Chloe let out a weak, pained moan. Ethan immediately yanked his hand free and rushed to her. Then he scooped her up into his arms. I stood there frozen, while the room buzzed around me. "Chloe is burning up. This is my fault. She was already sick. We should not have pressured her to drink." Ethan sounded anxious. "I am taking her to the hospital." He ran past me, holding her in his arms, and slammed hard into my shoulder without even noticing. I fell to the floor. All I saw was him getting farther and farther away. I had been drenched in ice water and left standing in the cold wind, waiting forever for a ride. Of course, I woke up with a fever the next morning. After I called in sick to my advisor, I phoned Ethan. It rang for a long time before someone answered. "Ethan, I have a fever." My voice was so hoarse I sounded like a dying duck. There was a brief silence. Then the voice of a woman came through the line. Smug, pleased, impossible to miss. "Ethan is asleep. Do you want me to wake him?" My whole body went cold. "He is at your place," she laughed. "Actually, I am at his place. I was on an IV pretty late last night, and since I live far away, Ethan brought me home with him." Then she paused. When she spoke again, her tone was full of confidence, the kind that only came from